Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. I am IT Jonny. And if IT makes you think that this channel is all about technology, let me be the first to remind you that it could stand for anything, including irrigated tarantula. Today, we will be revisiting Talking in Your Sleep by the Romantics. Now, the reason why I picked this particular video to be my second revisit is because the Romantics were the first band that I saw live at Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey in the summer of 1984. They played a concert there, and my mom and I went to see them. We had season passes. We were going to Great Adventure a lot. Found out they were playing there. We were familiar with their video for Talking in Your Sleep. And my mom had a thing for Wally, who you'll learn about in a little bit. And so she wanted to go see them. And I was offered to go with her. So I decided to go. And I don't remember if anybody else went with us. I'm pretty sure my dad and my sisters did not attend. But I know my mom and I did. And maybe our next door neighbor who used to go to concerts with, she may have gone with us. I remember that the concert was a little bit late getting started, and I don't remember. Well, obviously I wouldn't know why, but the stage was all set up, the lights were out, we were all waiting, and nothing was happening. I think we sat there for like 10, maybe 15 minutes waiting for the concert to start. And I kept saying to mom, my mother, what do you why? What's taking so long? Why aren't they coming on the stage? And she was like, I'm sure there's a reason. I don't know, but just be patient. And so my 11-year-old self started thinking what possible reason could be causing them to be late. And I was looking over to the side, and I noticed, off the bleachers, down on the ground, off to the side, were a couple restrooms. And then I got the thought that, well, one of them's probably on the can, and is probably in the middle of doing something and can't interrupt what he's doing. And maybe the other guys are banging on the door like, come on, man, let's go. We're late. They're waiting for us. And that's what went through my 11-year-old brain at the time. And it just, hey, maybe that was the reason. I don't know. But as it turns out, they did eventually take the stage. It was a pretty cool event. I'd never seen famous people live before in person, so it definitely was a good an interesting first impression to experience that. And it was a good show. I remember it being a very energetic, a very very good show. Okay, so let's take a look at the history of the band. On Valentine's Day 1977, a newly formed band took the stage for the very first time at My Fair Lady Club in Detroit, Michigan. The band consisted of singer and rhythm guitarist Wally Palmer, singer and lead guitarist Mike Skill, bassist Rich Cole, and singer and drummer Jimmy Marinos. And they called themselves the Romantics. Within 3 years, after some extensive touring, they would have a record deal and a self-titled debut album released on January 4th, 1980. The album contained the band's first hit single, which I know you've all heard. I know, I'm sorry. I had to interrupt the video, and I probably just messed up your groove, but a couple things I got to point out. Right there, that's Jimmy Marinos. He's the drummer of the Romantics, and he is the singer of What I Like About You. And from what I understand, the reason why he was chosen to be the singer of this song is because the drum beat was so straightforward that it became easy enough for him to be able to play the drums and sing the song at the same time. And so the band, I guess, decided that this would be a good song for him to sing. So anyway, here, let me forward a little bit. Let's see. You hold me tight. Tell me I'm the only one. Yep. Wanna come over tonight? Yeah. All right. So I want to introduce the other three guys here. This is Rich Cole, the guy closest to the camera, that's Rich Cole, the bass player. This guy here in the middle, that's Wally Palmer, and he's the rhythm guitarist and also a lead vocalist. And this is Mike Skill in the background, lead guitarist and vocalist.
That's what I like about you. What I like about you. You really know how to dance. When you go up now, jump around, think about true romance. Yeah. Song whispering in my ear. Tell me all the things that I wanna hear, 'cause it's true. That's what I like about you. That's what I like about you. That's what I like about you.
It's hard to stop this song. The beat really gets you, man. Wally Palmer on the harp.
What I like about you, you keep me warm at night. Never wanna let you go. No, you make me feel alright. Yeah. Song whispering in my ear. Tell me all the things that I wanna hear, 'cause it's true. That's what I like about you. 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 Hey! 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 Hey!
Anyway, so that was what I like about you. I guess we're going to be revisiting two videos today. I couldn't stop the video. I had to interrupt it a couple times, but I mean, I just love that song. I just, once it starts, how do you stop it? I mean, I don't know. It's very difficult to stop it. Anyway, this song became a very popular song, put them on the map, and to this day, it's still featured in commercials, TV shows, movies. In fact, there's a commercial it's in right now. I can't remember what the commercial is for. Applebee's. Applebee's has a commercial out right now, and this song is featured in the commercial. It's gonna be around. There's gonna be more for years to come that's gonna feature this song. It's a timeless song, and I mean, I think every wedding, every event where there's a DJ, there's always gonna be this song is gonna be in the rotation somewhere, and it says a lot about the band and about the song. So in late 1980, the band released their second album called National Breakout, and then an interesting couple of lineup changes took place. First, lead guitarist Mike Skill left the band and was replaced by Kaz Candler. This lineup, consisting of Marinos, Palmer, Cole, and Candler, recorded their third album, Strictly Personal, in 1981. After the release of this album, bassist Rich Cole quit the band, and interestingly enough, Mike Skill wanted back in. The problem is they already had a lead guitarist, so Mike ended up rejoining the band as the new bass player. So now the lineup, if you excuse me, I got to move my notes up. Now the lineup was Jimmy Marinos on drums, Wally Palmer on rhythm guitar, Kaz Candler on lead guitar, and Mike Skill on bass. This lineup would record the fourth album called In Heat, which was released in 1983 and would become their best-selling album to date. This album contains the song that we're focusing on today. The band recorded the album In Heat from May to June 1983. According to Jimmy Marino's, they had recorded the whole album, but they had some music left over for an additional song. And it was decided they really liked the music and they couldn't just let it sit. So they all got together and they worked hard on it for a good 2 or 3 days. And they ended up coming out with melody and lyrics for the song. And they went and recorded the song and finished it. And that song was Talking in Your Sleep. The lyrics for the song are pretty straightforward. I don't know that there's really any explanation that's needed, but I'll go ahead and do it anyway. The singer learns all about the secrets that his girlfriend has because she has a tendency to talk while she's sleeping. And some of the things she's saying are obviously very good things, very complimentary things about her feelings for him. So, that's a good thing, but who knows? Maybe there's other things she's talking about that might be a little too much information. He doesn't mention it in the song, but maybe, maybe she talked about what the dog did on the carpet the other day, or, something like where that scratch on the side of his car came from. I don't know. None of that is mentioned in the song. Everything that's in the song are good things. So we'll just assume she only says good things in her sleep. All right, let's finally take a look at Talking in Your Sleep by the Romantics. I'm suddenly remembering why as an 11-year-old, I really liked this video. Okay, that right there. That's Wally Palmer. He is the singer of this song, and that's the guy that my mom had a thing for. All right, let me take the opportunity. Sorry to keep interrupting, but it's a perfect opportunity to introduce the lineup for this song. So over here, I believe this is Mike Skill. Over on the far left here, this is Wally. That's Jimmy Marino's back there, and I think that's Kaz right there. I hope I didn't completely mix up Kaz and Mike, but later on when they're playing, I'll be able to definitively tell which one is which.
When you close your eyes and you go to sleep.
Yes, I did get that right before. I could tell because the one with the open jacket and the gray shirt, that's Mike playing bass. That's Wally in the middle. That's Kaz Candler over here on the Rickenbacker. And back on the drums, Jimmy Marinos, of course.
You tell me that you want me. You tell me that you need me. You tell me that you love me. And I know that
I after researching and finding out all these lineup changes, I see this shot right here, and I think to myself, I wonder if Mike is looking over at Kaz Candler and he's thinking to himself, one day, Candler, one day I will get that guitar spot back. Oh, yes, it will be mine. I don't know. Maybe they were good friends. I don't know. Maybe he didn't give a crap. Whatever. But this shot right here makes me think that wonder if he's looking over there just like, Anyway, back to the video.
right, 'cause I hear it in the night. I hear the secrets that you keep. When you're talking in your sleep, I hear the secrets that you keep. When you're talking in your sleep, when I hold you in my arms at night. Don't you know you're sleeping in the spotlight?
one other thing too I learned about this video. It was shot in Detroit at 8 o'clock in the morning on whatever day it was that they filmed it. And if there's a reason why they all look tired, it's because 8 in the morning is like the middle of the night for a rock star, I guess. So a rock group filming a band at 8 in the morning is like a regular person. I mean, filming a band. A rock group filming a video at 8 in the morning is like a regular person filming a video at like 2 or 3 in the morning. Um, that's what I read.
Know that I'm right, 'cause I hear it in the night. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. When you close your eyes and you fall asleep.
So a little bit of a public service announcement. Sleep talking is formally known as somniloquy and is a type of abnormal sleep behavior called parasomnia. This behavior can occur during REM or non REM cycles and mostly consists of incomprehensible gibberish, but sometimes contain actual words or dialogue. Either way, the patient is usually unaware that they're talking in their sleep and have no recollection of it after they wake up. It's been found that 66% of the population have had episodes at some point of somniloquy, although it's typically a rare occurrence. Sleep talking occurs with children more than adults and is typically harmless. All right, now back to the video.
Everything about you is a mystery. You tell me that you want me. You tell me that you need me. You tell me that you love me. And I know that I'm right, 'cause I hear it in the night. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep.
A little bit of history since the video. In 1984, Jimmy Marinos left the band, which leads me to wonder, when I went to go see the Romantics at Great Adventure, was that Jimmy sitting behind the drums? Or was it his replacement, David Petratos? Maybe it's Petratos. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. So anyway, Jimmy ended up coming back, leaving the band several more times throughout the band's history. The Romantics recorded one more album before being dropped by their record label due to poor ticket sales and issues with their management. Apparently, the band discovered that the management had been misappropriating their profits, so they filed a lawsuit. Once the lawsuit was filed and was pending, the Romantics couldn't release any new material, so they had to wait till the lawsuit was done. And fortunately for the band, they ended up winning, but it wasn't until the when was it? I don't have the exact, maybe 19, I don't know when. I don't have it in my notes when they actually won the lawsuit, but they eventually did win it, and they were free to release new music, but they were never able to regain the popularity that they had in 1983 to 1984. Interestingly enough, Mike Skill did eventually get his wish and did get back on the lead guitar spot in 2011 because Kaz Candler decided to leave the band. And also, interestingly enough, Rich Cole, the original bass player that left back in the early 80s, decided to come back. So now The front three guys, the original front three guys, are the same. It's Mike Skill on lead guitar, Wally Palmer on rhythm and vocals, and Rich Cole on bass. But still no Jimmy on drums. It's a shame. Maybe one day Jimmy will come back and they'll have a nice reunion. And, you know, I think that would be a pretty cool thing. But time will tell on that one. Well, that's it for another music video revisit. If you liked what you saw, please hit the thumbs up to give this video a like. And if you want to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button next to the channel name. As always, I post links to the videos shown in this video in the description, so click on them and enjoy them in their full, uninterrupted glory as they should be. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for episode 3, which should be coming out soon. And for the time being, this is IT Jonny saying have a great rest of your day.